Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome to another episode of Train Sim World 2. You find us sat here at Reading, about to work a service into London Paddington. Let's jump on and get the train set up. Now you have to forgive me, it is quite a while since I did work a Great Western service. Now it does just say stop at London Paddington, next stop. Are we not like stopping at Reading? Bit bizarre. Right, okay. Fair dues. Right, hang on. No, you've not played this in a while, so let's just make sure. Right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. That does. Right. Okay. So if I press that. No. Hang on. Yeah. You see, we don't want that to be isolated. And I don't want the AWS to be isolated, if that's all right. How do we unisolate that? Now I know that obviously normally you would have to. Let's sit in the driver's seat and see what's happening there. Yeah, obviously normally we would not isolate. Ah, there we go. That's fine. Normally you press Control Enter, but when you're recording, Control Enter will minimise your screen. Bit rude of it. Yeah, tell me about it. Right, let's get those windscreen de-ice and train supply. Where's the headlights? I'm sure they used to be over there. It's no good, is it? Right, let's there we go, headlights are on. Okie dokie. And let's lock the right doors. No slamming. Okay, fair dues. Right. Yeah, it's quite a while since I've driven this train. And it's nice to see that it's still not quite as good as the Armstrong Powerhouse version that's available for Train Sim 2021. Come on then, let's get some power. Aha, there we go. So max throttle. Excellent. Now I do like this route. I mean, this was the first route that came out for Train Sim World, the first British route, wasn't it? You know, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was the first British route that came out for Train Sim World, and we were all like, "Yeah, you know, that's exciting." Hang on, only London to Reading? Are you sure about that? And yeah, just a little half-an-hour journey down the line. So we're going to be travelling at a colossal speed down into London today, and hopefully it's going to be amazing. I do enjoy this route, and to be fair, I do enjoy this game. I do enjoy this game. I just find that it will be, you know, I feel like they do often cut corners with regards to this game. Remember, you're in a loco, Joe, so yeah, just take it steady. No need to rush. There we go, come on, full power again. Yes, love a bit of full power. I don't know why I actually decided to record this, to be honest with you, because it's not like it's a new route or anything. I mean, to be fair, they could really do with bringing this up to modern standards, because, I mean, we don't have the HSTs on this line anymore. That is incredibly sad. They've now been replaced by the IEPs, the IETs even, the Intercity Express trains. The Azumas, the Satsumas, they go by a lot of names, don't they? The Hitachi Intercity Express train. Now, after they've all been withdrawn due to suspected defects in the chassis, I can't help but wonder if Great Western are sat there thinking, bloody hell, I wish we hadn't scrapped all our HSTs, because a lot of services are suspended at the moment, and that's very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad state of affairs for for all train companies that are involved in the problem. I know that Hull Trains have been cleared. I think their whole fleet's been cleared, and I do believe the same can be said for Transpennine Express. I think LNER and GWR have still got quite a few that need to undergo more checking, and quite a few that have passed the test. Quite a few that have failed as well, so they're kind of middle of the road. But yeah, GWR in particular have been hit very heavy with this. Which is no surprise, because GWR, of course, were the first ones to introduce it, which I can only imagine, like Transpennine and Hull Trains, they've not been running that long in comparison to GWR, and that's what I do, you know, the Hull Trains were, oh yeah, we've not had any problems with ours. It's like, well, yeah, you might not. Oh, hang on. Sit in the seat. There we go. Bloody hell, nearly. I forgot it's not E on this game, is it, to do your DSD? It's also Q. Q does both. Remember that. Q does both. But yeah, so it is definitely fantastic that those operators have got the IETs back into traffic. But yeah, it can only wonder. I mean, obviously there's been quite a few problems with the CAF products as well. It's such a shame for modern stock that they are having so many problems. And you know, I'm sure there's lots of people asking lots of questions like, well, why? You know, why are these trains such a problem? I mean, I've never had any problems with, you know, I think that the 185 trains are incredibly comfortable. I think that the Mark IV trains at LNE are very comfortable. So the HSTs, Great Western HSTs, fantastic sets. It's very sad that they are of an age and that they need to be replaced. And it's also very sad that the new train's seating is significantly. I mean, we travelled with GWR down to Penzance. Very, very smart train. Very friendly staff. You know, I couldn't fault it in that sense. But bloody hell, London to Penzance is nearly a 5-hour journey, if not a little bit longer than 5 hours. And oh, the buttocks didn't half hurt when we got down to, well, Plymouth, which is still 2 hours away from Penzance. Oh, they didn't half hurt. They really did. I mean, the one thing that I will say about the IETs is that they are a damn sight quicker off the mark than the HSTs. I mean, where are we now? Let's have a look. Too busy watching the train go past, and you're going to miss the station. Twyford. We're still only doing 100 miles an hour, 103. You know, the IETs would have been 125 by Reading East Junction. Yeah, Reading East Junction. Straight off the mark. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of going on one, but my goodness me, you are pinned back in your seat when they're on electric mode accelerating there. They really are incredibly fast machines. I just wish the seating was a bit better, a bit comfier. Oh, that's, you see, it's just a design that never gets old, isn't it? Let's have a picture. Oh yes, that's lovely, isn't it? And let's get the old directional things on, because I don't know this route. I don't know this route at all. It's nice to be doing 110 miles an hour though. And one thing that I really do like about Train Sim World 2 is, you know, the cabs kind of bobbing around like it would be in real life. You know, they really have got this a lot more spot on than what they did in Train Simulator 2021. Train Sim 2021 is an excellent game. I really do wish that they'd take a leaf out of their own book for Train Sim World 2, because that it's the customization, customability of the routes and the game, and which is absolutely fantastic for Train Sim 2021. And I wish they'd bring that to this and allow more third-party developers to make routes and make trains, and then this will be as good. It seems at the minute that Dovetail Games want to do everything, so that all your money will have to go to them, and it does kind of feel like they're letting the fans down as well. Train Sim World 2 seems to be more aimed at the casual gamer, and the casual gamer will probably play something for a couple of weeks, then never come back to it. But it's the simulation. It's the people that want to play simulators and they want everything to be 100% accurate that will keep coming back again and again and again and again and again. And I just worry that eventually they will annoy their target audience, which is the simulators. The gamers won't come back. The gamers don't want to spend as much money on add-ons as what people that want to play simulators do. I've probably spent at least £1,000 in Train Sim 2021 add-ons over the years, and to your casual gamer that's playing Train Sim, they don't want to spend that much money. They don't. They just don't. You have to be a hardcore simulator to want to spend that money. I mean, to be fair, I didn't want to spend that money, but you still gotta, I mean, there'll be exceptions, won't there? I'm particularly looking forward to the Brighton main line. That's going to be a good one. I do kind of feel that there's a lot of southern routes, isn't there? You know, there was Brighton East Coastway, and then there was the Southeastern, which featured a 375, and then oh yeah, by the way, guess what, everybody? We are going to release the Brighton Coastway with, yep, you guessed it, a 377 and a 387, which are essentially just electro stars. It does kind of feel like they're taking an easy route, should we say there. Now I hope that it's going to be really good. I'm still, as with everything, approaching it with a positive mindset. You know, I'm excited, and I think it's going to be good. I do think it's going to be good. I hope they get it right, and I hope they do it well, because the 387 is a lovely unit, as is the 377. And obviously, electro stars are things that you do see up and down the Brighton main line, so that's, you know, that's brilliant. I just hope that it's not like a bit of a cop out. We shall see. I mean, I'd like them to do, you know, even Edinburgh to Glasgow. They've done Edinburgh to Glasgow before. I think it was Thomson Interactive. But, you know, they say that with COVID, and quite rightly so, they've been struggling to get, like, references for new routes. And I do get that. I totally get that. You know, because they've not been able to make journeys. You know, they've not been able to go on depots to get references for trains. You know, they haven't. That's no secret. You know, we've all been in that boat, haven't we, for COVID. So they've been doing routes that they've already got because they've already got the reference for them. I get that. I do get that. But the thing is that COVID restrictions are easing now. So let's see something that we've not seen before. Let's see, like, London to Peterborough. Or, you know, London to Peterborough up the west coast with a Pendolino. That'd be brilliant on Trains in World, wouldn't it? A Pendolino and a Voyager between London and Birmingham. That'd be ace. I mean, London to Birmingham's a good route. You know, there's a lot to see. You could have 3 different stocks. 350, 220 and 390. Wouldn't that be an absolutely amazing route? I'd pay $24.99 for that. Good long route with some good traction variety, and I think people would be less aggrieved paying the money if, you know, if you actually got quite a lot for your money. I mean, on Great Western Express, that was $24.99 when it came out. I don't know how much it is now. It's probably the same. But you only get a half an hour journey and 3 types of traction, sorry. You of course get the 66, the 165, 166 contraption, and of course you get the HST. So 3 types of traction can be done. It just seems at the minute, I mean there's the 465, the 375 and the 395. 395 is a Javelin, isn't it? Oh, HST. You know, there's those 3 types of traction as well. God, we're bouncing around all over the place, aren't we? So yeah, it can be done. But, oh yeah, wouldn't that be hellfire? I mean, you've also got... I'd like to see the Transpennine route. I've been saying this from day one with Train Simulator. I want to be able to drive a train from York to Manchester. I'd love to be able to do that. I mean, look at the Midland Main Line. That's been severely neglected by Dovetail Games over the years. London to Bedford was the thing, wasn't it? But north of Bedford, where's the Midland Main Line? Scotland. Let's get some Scottish routes winding through that gorgeous countryside. Gorgeous, gorgeous countryside. It'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Maybe a 170, a 156. I mean, we're borderline ranting here, aren't we? But there's so many good routes. York to Manchester with a 185 would be absolutely sensational. It really, really would be sensational. And I reckon that if Dovetail actually approached Transpennine and said, look, we'd like to do this, I reckon they'd be all for it. I really do. I mean, East Midlands, other companies, it's essentially free advertising. I mean, to be fair, I imagine that when Great Western said that, or when they approached Great Western saying that they were going to do this route, I bet Great Western were over the moon. Great Western love stuff like this. Absolutely love stuff like this. I would definitely like a Voyager. But even over Shap, You know, the West Coast Main Line over Shap, Preston to Carlisle. That's quite an old route for Train Simulator 2021, isn't it? It is an old route. Let's see one of them with a TPE 350 and a Virgin Pendolino. Brilliant. Because then the 350 model can be reused for London Midland, can't it? That'd be absolutely brilliant. East Coast with a 221, not 221, 225 Mark IV set and a 91 and an HST. We've already got an HST, so let's be having get a Mark IV rake done and get some East Coast. Yeah, that'd be ace. York to Newcastle, I'd drive that. Get a Voyager in. There's so much potential for Train Sim World 2, and I really do hope that they seize that potential. You know, I really, really do hope. Because like I said, that there is so much potential with this game. I think one of the problems I have with the Great Western bit between London and Reading, it's quite straight, isn't it? You know, there's not a lot of twisting corners, and when you're up to 125, you kind of sat at 125. Is that the bit where you come off for Heathrow? I'm not sure. We'll call it Heathrow Junction. I think it might be, you know. Or is it the new Crossrail thing? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Do Heathrow Express and Crossrail share the same tracks? Because I think they go to. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not particularly experienced with London at all. But yeah, you know, there's not a lot of big winding bends, is there? You know, like well, over Shap is a good example. There's not a lot of sweeping bends. It's kind of, yep, you're up at 125, so sit at 125 now for a while. I would quite like some more like high-speed stuff on this game. It does kind of feel like a while since we've done something high-speed. I mean, that's why I'm looking forward to the Brighton main line, because there will be a lot of express services. I like express services as well as stopping trains. Semi-express is kind of my thing. I do love a good semi-express train. I love a good semi. Oh, you don't want to be telling too many people that. Yeah, it's that. Yeah. Don't want to be telling too many people that at all. Ooh. But yeah, good semi-express service. Yeah, nice bit of fast running, maybe up at 90, 100. And then some suburban stopping stuff as well. I think that would be brilliant. The only thing that I think I'm going to struggle with the London to Brighton add-on from Dovetail is that Clapham Junction will just be a ghost town unless they're bringing in some kind of AI. That's what I liked about the London to Brighton route that they did in originally for Train Simulator 2012, was it? Was it 2012? Bloody hell. Was that they also did an AI Class 450, which was used in AI traffic around Clapham Junction, and I thought that was really, really good. It was really, really good, wasn't it? Because it just brought a bit more life there. And I kind of worry that with the, with them just doing London to Brighton, they said there'll be a 377/4 and a 387. It does kind of make me wonder that maybe it'll just be a bit quiet at Clapham and a little bit lifeless. You want somewhere to be full of life, don't you? Like this kind of buzz of life. Right, let's get a bit of braking in, because to be honest with you, I do not know how fast these things stop. There we go. Well, yeah, it seems to be stopping a lot quicker than what I anticipated. I was going by the Train Sim 2021 braking on the HST, which is essentially you have to brake at least 20 minutes before you actually want to stop. And yeah, London in 4 miles, just over 4 miles. So we're really going to start to slow down now, aren't we? Love the banner repeaters, the green there, the banner repeaters. Very nice. I love a good banner repeater. That's such a good idea as well. And if you do like trains, and you're not sure what a banner repeater is, because I mean, to be fair, until I was 18 and I went to work on the railway, 19 when I became a guard with Northern Rail, I didn't know what a banner repeater was. I mean, I wasn't exactly a hardcore train enthusiast. Oh, you've got Old Oak Common Depot on the right hand side there. Very nice indeed. So yeah, I wasn't. I guess you would not call me a hardcore train enthusiast then. I like trains, and I always knew that I wanted to work with trains. But yeah, I did not know what a banner repeater was. And it's essentially when there's a corner and the view of the signal may be slightly obscured. It's that kind of thing that's on a slash. You know what I mean? On a slash. There was a green one back there, which basically, if it's horizontal like a no entry sign, then that's thou shalt not pass. And if it's not horizontal, we need to get a bit more braking in now, don't we? Because we're not going to make the 50. Yeah, we are speeding. Never mind. There we go. Get a bit of power in because we've overcooked the brakes. 40 miles an hour. Come on, brakes. Bloody air brakes. That is simulated very well. You know, I am incredibly quick to criticise dovetail games, but that is quite good how long it takes the air brakes to come off there. I like that. And that is one thing as well, which the Hitachis will have over the HSTs in terms of performance, is that multiple units, in my experience of working loco-hauled trains, and my experience of working multiple units are a lot more in the moment. You know, and a lot of drivers have said that to me, you know, like a multiple unit, you can just kind of fly into everything and do everything kind of last minute, and it just responds. Loco, however, loco-hauled services, you do have to think about, you know, and you have to kind of plan ahead a lot more than what you do on multiple units. You know, they're a lot more sluggish. Oh, let's just make sure we brake enough for the 40. This is a problem I have with the current Trains in World way of doing things. It's you're not a good loco driver, Joe. If for anybody that's watched the Trains in 2021 video where I attempted to drive a Class 68, I nearly missed Garforth, and then on the way back on a 68 on the same route, I nearly missed Garforth again, which is not particularly excellent, is it? But yeah, I preferred the Trains in 2021 way of doing things, where you had the toolbar along the bottom and you could see what was coming up, because this is excellent. But if it goes to 25, it might go to 15 immediately after. You know, like 50 yards after, and you haven't got enough time to plan for that unless you really know the route. That is kind of a bugbear of mine. I liked the way you could see, oh, well, it goes to 50, but then it goes straight down to 30 straight after it. You know, it's I preferred it as that way of, you know, doing things. So we're coming into London Paddington. I'm hoping that as they add extra stock, like, I mean, a 387, I don't think this route's wired, is it? I mean, it's wired around here, but I don't think it's wired all the way to Reading. It would be nice when they add the 387 for the London to Brighton line, if they added some 387s in around here as well, you know, in Great Western Green livery. That'd be lovely. Oh, we appear to be... Oh yeah, I've not driven the Great Western line yet. Well, I have driven it, but I've not driven it on this install, which is why we've got the coloured carriage markers in the middle of the track there. And I realise now that I'm coming in far too slowly, but never mind, never mind. And despite the fact we set off slightly late, we're actually arriving 2 minutes early. Well, probably not 2 minutes early. By the time we've stopped, we'll probably be more or less on time. So I think we've done incredibly well there. There we go, perhaps a little bit short, but that, unlock the left-hand doors, that is London Paddington in the HST. Climb down, shut the door behind me. There we go. What do you think to that then? I quite enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, then of course do, we'll run round this side. Do subscribe so that you never miss out on any future episodes of Train Sim World 2. Ooh, isn't that nice? Oh yeah. That's, yeah. Jolly good. And of course do click that like button if you enjoyed the video, because it helps me obtain more people to view it, and that's all jolly good and whatnot. Thanks so much for watching. I shall hopefully see you next time. Cheerio, goodbye for now.